Yep, that's gonna be an interesting ride. I don't know if you can hear me, it's very, very windy. Good morning, everyone. It's well, it's a late morning, but it's morning nonetheless. It's a beautiful rainy day in Scotland, and by beautiful I mean it's not raining that much. I'm not exactly sure. I think I just passed Dune, and well, basically I have to go to their nest. I have to be there on Sunday. Today is Friday, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make a video of well, some of my favorite roads in Scotland, and well, Scotland itself. This is not a North Coast 500 video. I'm not doing any of that. Basically, yes, I've got a place to be, and I've got the time to be there, and my plans are fluid. I didn't book anything. I'm gonna try to find a place to sleep tonight. I'm not exactly sure where I'll be staying, because the weather is changing, and I'm trying to find that deer. I'm trying to find the best option, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on the weather for the rest of the day. I know I should be getting some heavy rain very, very soon, but it should be only for a short period of time, hopefully. But with it being Scotland, there's a very good chance I'm gonna end up well, drenched. But at the moment the weather is holding up. Some rain, but not much. And yeah, I'm just making my way up to, well, I don't know. I thought about going to the Isle of Skye today to, well, catch a ferry from a lake, but I didn't want to book anything because I didn't know how the weather was going to be. So I didn't book the ferry, and because I didn't book the ferry, if I turn up there today and try to get a ticket, I'm pretty sure they won't have a space for a motorcycle. So I'm not going to chance it. I'm not going to go to my lake, but I need to find a place to stay overnight. I'll be camping. I don't like wild camping when I'm with a motorcycle, because I don't like camping next to roads. I don't think that's the spirit of wild camping, and I also don't like to leave my motorcycle alone on the main road while I go and hike for 2-3 miles to find a nice and quiet spot to camp. So I'll be looking for a campsite, and I've got a few favorites, and right now I think my plan is to go to Applecross and to stay there. So I'm just gonna have a quick look at the weather the next time I stop, and if the weather looks good, I'm gonna book the campsite in Applecross for tonight, and then tomorrow I'll try to make my, well, I'll try to head to their nest, so I can be there with plenty of time on Sunday.
If you're lost and you're feeling low, all stressed out with no place to go, you need something to ease your troubled mind. Social media and sleepless nights, final call for the deadline flight. All you want is to...
I'm starting to get used to this front tire. It's always like that when I put new tires. Actually, I couldn't find... I desperately needed a tire. I had a bad puncture on the front tire, and I do use this motorcycle to go to work very, very often, and I needed a tire. I desperately needed a tire, but this is a 21-inch wheel at the front. It's a 1990 profile tire. I couldn't find any available. I just couldn't, and eventually I found this set of skinned the tires at the exact size I needed, both front and rear, for the Himalayan. I've only changed the front one. The rear one was still good. And I mean, I've seen the reviews. I mean, they're not great. There's been a few people who complain about performance in the wet, so on, so on. However, this is a 24 horsepower motorcycle. I don't care. It's stable enough, and it's grippy enough in the wet. And this way, I could get my motorcycle back on the road. Otherwise, I would have had to wait 2 or 3 weeks, which would have been quite bad for me. So yeah, it's not the best tire. Personally, I can't feel it. I've been using it in the wet the whole day. The grip's been reasonable, and above all, it was very easy to balance. I balanced it myself. There's no vibrations whatsoever, which is something I cannot say about the previous Continental tire. If I would get my hands off the handlebars at 30 miles per hour like I just did, well, it would start shaking. You know how it goes. Well, this kind of tire, I balanced it myself, and it's stable. It doesn't move. So yeah, well, at the moment I'm happy, and let's hope it stays this way. Well, it's raining again.
Want us to leave it all behind. Now there is a simple remedy to stay fit for all eternity.
Anyway, I've made my reservation at Applecross, at the campsite there. Doesn't look like the weather is going to improve today. I think it's going to stay like that for the rest of the day. I was looking at the forecast yesterday, and I think they were expecting a bit more wind to push this clouds towards the east, but doesn't seem to be any wind at all, so the clouds are just planted here on the west coast. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a dry, well, a wet one today, which is, I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. However, if you want to show the landscape, it's far from ideal, right? But yeah, I mean, I'll try to take advantage of it either way. But at the moment, I am a bit disappointed.
Spoonful, just a spoonful a day. Spoonful, a doctor says it's.
Well, even with the clouds, I'm still gonna look for some nice scenery. And with any luck, we'll get the break. I doubt it. I doubt it very much. At least it stopped raining for now. Quite windy though. There we go. Everyone stops at this car park, all the tourists. There you go, that's the view there. I'm not gonna stop because I've got places to be. So for me, when it comes to this road, the main risk, well, deer and tourists. Quite a few times I've seen cars that just stopped in the middle of the road because, well, they saw a piece of scenery they didn't want to miss. So yeah, you do need to be careful when driving this road. Yep. That's going to be an interesting ride. I don't know if you can hear me, it's Very, very windy. It's a shame. There's clouds everywhere. At least it's relatively dry, I guess. But yeah, the clouds are not they're not ideal. I'm just kind of hoping that by the time I get to the Upper Cross Peninsula, the clouds have found a different place to be, because it's stunning there. The scenery is phenomenal, and I would like to get a good record of it. But if I can do it, I can do it. But it is what it is. Ooh, some dry road. It's my first time using this Garmin. I bought it not long ago. Well, I bought it a while ago, but I've not had the chance to do a trip with it. It's alright. I mean, some issues with how it connects to the phone. Sometimes it loses reception. Not reception, but the Bluetooth connection, because it's connected to both my helmet and the phone, and it just that's a bit of an issue every now and then. But it'll do for now. Well, just at where the landscape gets the prettiest, looks like that's also where we're gonna get the heaviest rain. So I'm really sorry, not much I can show. I'll try to redeem myself in a few weeks. I do come here quite often, so I'm gonna wait for a day with sunshine, and I'll come here and I'll collect some footage. But at the moment, there's nothing I can do. I do feel sorry for the people who book a trip to Scotland and they get like 1 week, and then they get 1 day to do their Highland tour. They usually hire these companies that do the Highland tours, and they come here and they try to squeeze all of this in 1 day, and more often than not the weather is like this. I mean, I suppose you'll still see something. Still pretty, but could always be better. Let's try to give the cyclist some space. There we go, no cars coming, let's go. That's it. There's some dry road now. Well, relatively dry. No traffic ahead of me. And hopefully no deer, so let's enjoy. I've been up most of these mountains myself. I prefer doing it during winter. This place is stunning when it snows. Now, you need to be very careful here. There's 2 car parks. I wouldn't call it a car park, but people do come out of the car parks here without looking, or they turn across to go into the car park even though they can't. So I've had some scary moments here, actually. And we're getting close. Well, that's Speculative Peak there, and then after it we'll have the Three Sisters. And I'm expecting a lot of traffic here now, and I need to be very, very careful. There's been a few accidents here where people have left the car park, and well, basically they drove on the wrong side of the road. They forgot in the UK you drive on the left, and there's been inclusive motorcycle accidents because of that. So I'm always quite wary of the car parks there. Actually, the scenery is not looking too bad. It's got that Scottish feeling to it. Camera one. views of the valley. I'm not the best at pronouncing these names, as you probably half expect. I do not speak Gaelic. But I do know where I am. Park for Buckley too big. A few hikers. Don't think they'll be going too far. That's the meeting of the three waters now. Here on the left, there'll be people there taking photos of it for sure. I'll see if I can give you a glance. I'm not stopping though, because I do not have much time. I cannot say the same for this person in front of me. But there they are. It's actually not much flow today. Look at this. That's absolutely fantastic. And as you can expect here, everyone will be driving very, very slowly because they're enjoying the landscape, enjoying the scenery. Fair enough. The truck drivers, they get a bit annoyed though because they're on a schedule and this is the only road they can take sometimes to Fort William. Oh, I thought they had demolished this. Yeah. And, well, here it is. Stunning. GPS is saying roadworks were reported on A82. Well, I half expected that. And now this is the queue for the car park. This is a problem they'll never solve in the Highlands. Car parking issues will always be a constant. They've increased this car park by a lot actually. No, still not enough, as you can see. It's okay during winter, it's quiet. Oh my god, look at this. Must be an excursion or something. Yes, it is. So there you go, Three Sisters. Stunning. Now I'm gonna go to Fort William. I might stop for lunch in Fort William. I don't know, I'm not that hungry. I also don't like Fort William very much. However, there's not many other places where to stop for food. So I may have to stop there. I do not need to go and get some cash because I actually can't remember if the campsite at Albon Cross takes money or not. Oh, I've already paid, so it should be fine. I'm so tempted to overtake all these people. Then I remember I'm on a 411. Beautiful. Looks like the weather is opening up a little bit, just a little bit. It looks like the weather is opening up a bit here, actually.
Just a fit for all eternity. Spoonful, spoonful, just a spoonful a day. Spoonful, spoonful, the doctor says it's okay. Spoonful, spoonful, just a spoonful a day. Spoonful, spoonful, the doctor says it's okay. It's okay. Panacea, a cure for everything. Panacea, whatever problem life may bring.
Well, that's us in Fort William. I'm not gonna stop for food. The place is quite busy, and I don't feel like it. I do have to stop for, well, I don't, but I like to put petrol as often as possible. So I am going to, well, find a place to put petrol.